Okay guys, so today we are going to be taking advantage of this bad boy right here. The beautiful and wonderful Dark Moon Greatsword, and this is, to say the least, a very strong and viable option for your battle mage. Now this is going to be a little bit testimonial, mainly because there is quite a lot of buffs that you can apply to this, and this does work in a very shady manner, to say the least. But when we look at what we can do with this does get pretty damn interesting. 5,000. And just in case you were wondering, no, this sword is not even fully maxed out yet. This is doing some bloody damage, to say the least. And we've only got it up to +8. So we've still got 2 pluses left on that, and I just really wanted to get the video out, even though I haven't even gone and got the runes to max this bad boy out. This is pretty mental. So today we're going to be showing you guys exactly how this all works, and what you can use to make it work the same. The only bit that's annoying is the sword goes through the hat. Yeah, it's pretty irritating. Anywho, we're going to dive in and show you guys exactly what you guys can be doing inside of this game. Now, when we look at what it is that we're going to be rocking today, we have got the Dark Moon Greatsword right here. This is the one that we're going to be revolving it around, mainly because it's got the Moonlight Greatsword Ash of War, and it's really effective. Now this right here, the Gravelstone Seal, is optional. You don't have to use those buffs on the side of it. I'm going to show you the damage if you don't use it in just a second. We've got the Jellyfish Shield, which if you look into this will actually obtain you a awesome little buff. It raises your attack power for certain duration. Now, when we've got the Lusat's Glintstone Staff, that is for a very viable reason, and this is because we're going to be buffing up magic to the bloody hilts, ladies and gents, to the bloody hilts with the Terra Magica. It raises the magic strength for those within the sigil. This already is sounding pretty damn technical upon the magic buffage, if I do say so. Next up, we've got the Ritual Sword Talisman. This obviously raises the attack power when the HP is at maximum, on the basis that your HP is actually at maximum. This is a bit of an added bonus, mainly because you could actually add in a different one and maybe go for the Graven Mass Talisman. We'll pop that on and we'll give the numbers a quick try right now. But we've got the Magic Scorpion Charm, which again raises the magic attack. We have got the Shard of Alexander, greatly boosting the attack power of skills, and the Godfrey Icon. It enhances charged spells and skills. Now, although you may not think that the actual ability from this weapon right here is a charged ability, you would be wrong. This Godfrey's Icon actually only works across a few items, and weirdly enough this actually happens to be one of them, mainly because it is a R2 button, which is the heavy ability. This would classify as a heavy attack, and it means that you also are able to charge it, therefore causing for some interesting damage numbers. So we're going to show you guys right now exactly what you guys can do with this with only the sword, the shield. Oh, now we did forget something, and I do apologise. We have got the Spellblade's Pointed Hat. Now this obviously gives the strength on the Glintstone sorcery skills, and it gives you guys a bit of a boost when it comes to the sword attack ability. So what we're going to do is we are just going to utilise the Moon Sword. We are going to switch over to the shield, and just for the hell of it, we're going to pop our flask as well. Now that is all we are going to be utilizing right now, and we are going to go ahead and see what damage output we can get from this. Now as you can see, it is around 3,000. That's just with the buff from the shield and also from the actual talismans themselves. There is no other buff applied to that, obviously. We've got the magic physics, but other than that, that is it. So if we start to play around with all of this stuff, you guys can really see how much you can utilize this. So if we pop on the Terra Magica at this point, and then we switch over to the shield, we're going to quickly rebuff this. We're going to pop the shield on, pop this, take this right here, and then we're going to go ahead and cause a load more damage. So now we're hitting around 4,000, just under. Again, a shed ton of damage. Now if we start compiling a load more of those based on the time gates, if we use these properly, this can cause some ultimately disgusting damage. Now please remember that this is only a +8 weapon. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to switch over, and we're going to pop the Terra Magica yet again. At this point we are going to go ahead and convert onto this right here and pop this. we're going to get this out, and we're going to start buffing up the character with Flame Give Me Strength, Golden Vow, and the Magicka just here. And then we are going to see exactly what we can do with this. Now, if we pop this here, and even with forgetting the shield, we're still hitting just under 4,000. So as you can see, the buff alone from the shield is around the same as putting those extra buffs on. Now, don't get me twisted, it is a little bit fiddly. It is a little bit frustrating when you have to use the Golden Vow and all of that other stuff as well. It can cause for a bit of a nightmare, to say the least. But what we're going to do is we're going to now put all of this together and see what it is that we can come out with on this weapon build. So we're going to pop this. We're going to go for the sword. We're going to switch this out. We're going to pop the Flame Give Me Strength. We're going to pop the Golden Vow. We're going to switch over to the shield. Pop the flask. Pop the shield. And all things untold, we are now hitting just under 5,000 without a maxed out weapon. Now that is bloody bonkers. We're going to give that a quick test out right now with the Godfrey icon rather than I think we switched it. What did we switch out? What did we switch out? We didn't switch that out for that. We're going to go ahead with the Ritual Greatsword because we want to see exactly what the damage output difference is going to be for that. So mainly the way that this is going to work is solely on buffs. Now this does sound a little bit dumb, and don't get me twisted, because it is fiddly as hell. But if we actually look at some of the numbers that we're actually able to utilize with this, well, it's undeniable that you just may as well be bloody using it. Not only that, but it is so fun and it's such an iconic weapon that you'd be dumb if you weren't using this thing. But we're going to pop the shield right there, and then we are going to go ahead and see what numbers we're popping out. And that is actually higher with the Ritual Sword, which would essentially mean that if we max that thing out, we could be hitting at nearly 6,000 on this attack, which is bloody nuts for something that you can just chain attack. This for me is a very viable option for any sort of battle mage or anything like that. Not only does it look bloody amazing when you rock it like this, it is just so damn effective and it's so fun to utilize. Although this is not obviously your overpowered willingness, it is still pretty damn insane to say the least. It looks effective, it feels effective, and it's just fun to play with. And I think at this stage of Elden Ring, that's exactly what all of you Tarnished need. A little bit of fun to play with some weapons. So thank you very much for the patch notes on 1.05. You have definitely given me a new viable option for playing this game, to say the least. I'm going to go and max out this Moon Greatsword. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Make sure you utilize it and go ahead. Let me know in the comment sections whether you're using it or not, and if you find it interesting. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. But up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.